Thank you for tuning in for the latest conversation on Making It Real, Actionable Steps to Become an Ally. Joining me today is Ayumi Aoki to talk about the importance of role models and the way the organization she founded, Women in Tech, are flipping the script to bring more women into technology. Ayumi Aoki is the founder and CEO of Women in Tech and a digital agency called Social Brain, as well as the co-founder of Her Digital Academy, which is a fully online digital academy for women, teaching them the skills and giving them the confidence they need to achieve a rewarding and prosperous career in technology. Ayumi knows firsthand the power of code. In 2008, she was struggling to achieve a healthy life balance, so she quit her high-powered job and taught herself how to code with CD-ROMs. Her new digital skills reshaped both her personal and professional life. She created her first company, and in 2018, founded Women in Tech. Today, her nonprofit organization is a global movement with over 200 volunteers, 60,000 members across 6 continents, and on a mission to empower 5 million women and girls by 2030. Ayumi, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Gabriella. Thank you so much for the introduction and for the invitation. Very happy to be here with you today.
Awesome. So Ayumi, can you please share with us why you're interested in bringing more women into high tech?
So in fact, Gabriella, I founded my first digital agency in my tech company back in 2008. And throughout my career as an entrepreneur, as a woman entrepreneur, I had found lots of difficulties of holdbacks, from getting finance to hiring tech women, in developing in key roles for technology. And when I went to Web Summit in 2017, I went there to really try and get more inspiration and find other women that had the same situation that I was. And for me, there was a lack of women in technology, but the things were getting better, right? I really believe that, there weren't a lot, but we were getting better and better, and the gender gap was getting smaller. But in fact, that's when I really realized that the gender gap was getting bigger and bigger and wider ever since the 80s. And I thought, my goodness, this can't be true. What are we doing about it? And when I looked around me, there were lots of beautiful organizations that were doing very grassroots level work, but they were very isolated. And most things that were happening were perhaps lots of marketing around it, lots of people talking about it, talking about how women are not being identified, how women are not having the same opportunities as men, but it was all about talking and little action or no action. So I thought, we have to go get our hands dirty. We have to really walk the talk to be able to get things done. So I decided to create Women in Tech beginning of 2018.
Yeah, it's funny that's exactly what spurred me to action as well, is when I looked at the statistics and realized that despite being in this industry for 30 years, things were not getting better. They were actually getting worse, and we needed to take action. So when you started Women in Tech, what are the core actions that you are starting?
So we really have 4 focus areas. I think if you could pinpoint one pain area of why there is less women in technology, we can't say just one area. It's a multitude of things. So I would say first it's about education, because we have to really try and get more women into the pipeline as early as possible. So obviously education, which also goes into reskilling, upskilling throughout their life, right? It doesn't stop once they've got that degree. It's as education process throughout a woman's life cycle. Obviously entrepreneurialism as well. I think we have to give women the luggage, the support they need, the confidence they need as well to be able to reach leadership roles and to be able to start their own business. When that lots of startups, most of them are male governed. So we have to give women more chances to go into entrepreneurship roles. I think social inclusion is very important as well. Obviously, there are less women in technology, but if you go to minorities, the gender gap is huge. So it's our role and it's our duty as well to be able to empower minorities, whether they be from religion or ethical or because of their countries and the cultures where they live in. And finally, we have to be there also to be able to improve and foster innovation. I think, it's very important to be able to support women to have big ideas, innovate, and create things for the future.
And those are 4 incredibly worthy goals. I think they also align to the UN sustainability goals as well, correct?
Absolutely, 5 of the SDGs, absolutely.
Yeah, and so what are the actions like within your community, within your organization? What are the specific actions around education and upskilling, entrepreneurship, and it just really unleashing women into the ecosystem of technology? Do you have are you focused on helping them get funding for their own businesses, or how do you go about doing that?
Okay, so in fact, we have programs that we're going to accompany a woman's life cycle from the classroom, all the way to the boardroom, right? So it's going to be starting very early in life. So for instance, at schools, we do outreach programs where we're going to go bring kids to see us, where we do workshops and we teach them the possibilities of a professional path in technology. Then as early as university, we're in study careers, we have mentorship programs, and the mentorship programs also go from very early age all the way up to boardroom level. We have boot camps. So like, for instance, it can be coding boot camps, but also mentorship programs like the role model program that the Dutch chapter created, and now we are expanding in all our 22 chapters. For the women founders, we have accelerator camps that we propose so that we can help them, find their story, own their business, and also most importantly, meet with investors. So we don't guarantee investment because that's not our role, and also it would be if we had funds to do it, but we're trying to do matchmaking, you see, so we put them in front of investors who help them with the pitch, how to pitch mentoring, and then just making that connection. Because in so many things in life, we know it's not about what you know, but it's about who you know and how you get connected to the right person.
Absolutely. Those are great programs. I love that. So how can the men who might be listening to this get involved and support this initiative? How can they be better allies?
Yes, allies. So we need them, because I think for diversity to be really inclusive, we need everyone has to do their parts. So they can join our platform already. It says womenintech.net. They can become mentors. So we have all the mentees are women, but mentors, they can be any sex as well. They can definitely help us also with the program. So we're always looking for mentors to be able to help out in the programs, to help with the boot camps and stuff like that. With sponsoring, we definitely need sponsoring. And I would say just, when they're in the workplace, they have to try and look at themselves and see what can they do to help the women around them. So for instance, a man is in a reunion, in a meeting, I'll be sure that around the table there are colleagues that are from different genders and also from different nationalities or from different ethnicities. Make sure that around the table we give a seat for everyone and ask questions, because so many women sometimes they don't dare ask questions. So if they don't say anything, ask a question, try and find out. I think that's a way to be able to leverage and to sponsor a woman around you.
I absolutely agree, and they very much follow the steps that I have iterated in my TEDx talk as well around BeCOME, connect, outreach, mentor, and empower. So I really, we are of the same mind, and I love the steps that you have taken. They're very concrete, and I really appreciate your commitment to action. So as I said in my TEDx talk, you too can become an ally by taking intentional action like Ayumi to disrupt the status quo. You can connect with women in your network, outreach to them to sponsor them into roles in your organization, hire them, mentor them, and through these steps, empower them and the culture of your organization with the focus to build an inclusive environment. Ayumi, I can't thank you enough for your strong allyship and support, for bringing women into technology, for taking a global view. Thank you for joining me today to spread the word. Stay tuned for another conversation about making it real, actionable steps to become an ally. See you next time.